Alright guys, well, I just fixed my mass airflow sensor and then reset the battery. The light ain't on the car no more. No more check engine light, no lights. So I want to see if I can make my trip without the check engine light coming on, and then I will share with you guys how I was able to save $66 on a mass airflow sensor. I did put some new spark plugs in here, but that didn't take the light off. I done that yesterday. Well, I done it this morning before I went back, actually. Anyway. Well, alright. I just left the dollar store. We're on our way back home, and I still have no engine light. Or tire light, for that matter. Which, the tire one will probably come back on soon. It always does, even though the tires are not low. It's always came back on. Surprised it hasn't yet. The check engine light, I can't remember the last time my check engine light was off. And she's got a little pep in her step again and everything. You know, I mean, she's actually running really good. She's moving right along, actually. And there's no engine light, so I'll show you what I cleaned just to make it easy on you. And if you decide you want to replace your mass airflow sensor, it's very easy. It's only two Phillips screws, so I'll show you that too. Well, alright guys, like I say, 09 Malibu. I'm not sure how many years are compatible. This is the Ecotech 2.4. But anyway, the mass flow sensor is right here. Now, there's only two Phillips screws and you unplug it, obviously. So that's how easy it is to change. Now to clean it, now right there's what I got. Oh, I did get a carburetor cleaner, yes. Just some AutoZone carburetor cleaner. Now everybody takes the thing and unscrews them, and even to clean them. I didn't even do that. I took all this loose. I took this whole top plastic piece out because I wanted to clean in the box and everything. And I just took this whole thing out. I left it mounted on here, and then right through this opening on both sides, you can see the whole thing. I just cleaned it. I sprayed it with that. I sprayed it up inside of the little cracks and crevices that are on the inside of this. It's about yay long. I'm gonna say it's like 2 inches long inside there. So I just did all that, put it back together. Then it ran perfect when I was done with that, but the engine light stayed on still until I disconnected the battery. I left it unplugged for about 15 minutes. I disconnect the negative and the positives because they say it don't matter which one, you could just disconnect one. I always disconnect both just because, I don't know why. But anyway, no lights on the dash. She's running perfect. I did put new plugs in it, so that helped it a little bit, but that had nothing to do with why. The other day when I went to start it, it would not start. It would just spit, sputter, chug. I mean, it would start and then start to spit, sputter, chug, my bad, and then die. I'd start it again, it would fire right up, but then spit, sputter, chug, and die. So I finally started it up and was able to keep revving and get it to go past all the bogging it was doing and start to warm it up, basically, and it started running again. And I went and got it tested, and it said mass airflow sensor. So I got the spark plugs, and I just cleaned that, and she seems to be good. So if you want to know how to do it, like I say, it's right there. Replace it with 2 screws, or you could just spray up in each side and clean it out when you have that off, and let it dry good before you put it back together. And then disconnect the battery to let it reset.